Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Avatar The Last Airbender reaction video. Kind of. I mean, in a way. So, we actually recently finished the Avatar live-action movie, and it was great. It was really good. You don't believe me? Well, my reaction's on Patreon, link in the description. Anyway, people were basically telling me to check out this. The Cabbage Theory. Now, we all know that the Cabbage guy is the king and mastermind behind everything. I mean, he was at every place, at every scene, in every shot. He was the guy. You know where he wasn't? The live-action movie. Yeah, anyway, another reason it was not great. And a bunch of you were telling me to check out this video. And I was like, alright, sure. So that's what we're going to do right now. Like and subscribe. Links in the description to stuff. And let's just go, man. Alright, Alex Bale. I think I've checked out one of his videos before. Let's go. Cabbage Theory.
Water. Earth. Fire.
My cabbages!
Yeah, the cabbage.
The Cabbage Merchant from Avatar The Last Airbender is a Fire Nation spy, and I believe he is the true villain of Avatar, secretly orchestrating the events of both shows. And also I think he's cabbage bending, but we'll get to that part later. Now, I know that sounds crazy.
Cabbage bending? Cabbage bending? What?
But I promise you, this will be the most convincing Avatar theory you will ever hear. This is Cabbage Theory.
Okay, I'm weirdly invested in this now. I'm weirdly invested.
So, Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah,
I'm guessing
I've
most
seen it,
people
I've heard
who
of
clicked
it.
on this video have already seen it, but on the off chance you haven't, it's basically a show where some people can control one of the 4 elements. And the Avatar, the only person who can master all 4 elements, has to stop the Fire Nation from taking over the world. But
I've just realized they said he's the only one who can master all 4 elements. Master. Keyword.
why would I possibly think that a random Earth Kingdom cabbage merchant is actually a Fire Nation spy?
Let's
and
find
a cabbage
out.
bender, but we'll get to that later. You know, he's just a funny running gag character. All we ever see him do is get his cabbages destroyed.
My cabbages! My cabbages!
If he's an Earth Kingdom spy, why did they stop him getting in, an air, a fire fucking way?
Well,
He's a bad guy.
think about it. We are told many times throughout the show that there are Fire Nation spies.
He was probably trying to signal the Fire Navy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's a spy for the Fire Navy.
How do we know you're not Fire Nation spies?
Jet, he's just an old man. He's Fire Nation. He was sent to eliminate me.
But strangely, we never actually see any of them. But at the same time, we know
Well, if you did, they would be terrible spies. Just saying, man. It's kind of in the name. Spy. In Latin, it means to not be seen. A bunch of you right now are not sure if that's true.
there must be spies out there
Maybe I made it
because
up.
someone is giving Zuko very detailed information about the gang's whereabouts.
We're closing in on the Avatar's trail.
It is true that he always seems to find them
sightings of the
immediately.
Somehow Prince Zuko and the Fire Nation keep finding us.
And let me ask you this. Who does the gang constantly run into throughout the entire show?
Momo. Oh.
The Cabbage Merchant. Okay, I know, it still sounds like a stretch, but don't worry. We're just getting started.
Yeah, it
In
still
book
feels like a
3,
running gag
the
at
gang
the moment.
goes to see a Fire Nation play all about their adventures.
Yeah.
You guys are not gonna believe this. There's a play about us.
I'm the Avatar, silly. Here to spread joy and fun.
This is where they decided to give Katara the most, like, buff legs ever. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this episode. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. The one who plays Katara literally looks like she could kick down a mountain. And you know what? I'm all here for it. I'm
It's
all here for
basically
it.
just Fire Nation propaganda where the Fire Lord is shown as
it's
the
a
good
true story.
guy and wins in the end.
The world is mine.
But
What
other
was
than
I?
that, the plot of the play is surprisingly accurate.
Riddles and challenges must you face.
No, Jet, what did they do to you?
Must destroy.
So where did they get all of this information about the gang?
His sources
I just
include
assumed
singing
soccer.
nomads, pirates, prisoners of war, and a surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage. The surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage.
Huh. Why did the Cabbage Merchant, an Earth Kingdom citizen,
Did I not pick that up on first watch? I don't remember them saying that. Oh my god.
Help
This spy tricked
them
me as
write
well.
Fire Nation propaganda. Because he's actually a Fire Nation
Bit
spy.
weird.
Okay, wait. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Maybe he
I'm-
didn't
I'm-
necessarily know
I am
he
changing
was
my
helping
mind,
the
though.
Fire Nation. For all we know, someone just asked him about the Avatar, and he was more than willing to complain about the guy who has destroyed his cabbages many times.
Alright. Yeah, that's true.
You know, he might be a little petty, but there's no reason to think he's secretly trying to take
He might
down
just be a
the Earth
snitch.
Kingdom.
You snitchy
Right?
bastard.
In Book 2, the cabbage merchant tries to take the ferry to Ba Sing Se, but he gets rejected by the ticket lady.
I told you already. No vegetables on the ferry. One cabbage slug could destroy the entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se. Security!
No.
My cabbages!
She
My guy, man.
destroys his cabbages to avoid risking cabbage slugs from getting into the city. Now, this may seem like a bit of an overreaction, but Ba Sing Se is a closed-off, self-contained ecosystem. If the wrong pest got in, it could quickly spread and be devastating for the city's agriculture and economy. And you know what's crazy about all this? She was right. If you look really closely as the cabbage cart gets destroyed, you can just barely see a cabbage slug flying through the air.
One cabbage slug could destroy.
Is it possible that that's a leaf? It does kind of look like a leaf, though. She was fucking right. She knew. But then again, like, there's no way of knowing that he did that on purpose. Maybe bro's just a bit of a dumbass. It's also kind of gross when you think that this dude's selling cabbages that have slugs inside of them. Okay, I don't like him anymore.
The entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se.
Listen to what the lady says. A single cabbage slug would destroy the entire ecosystem of Ba Sing Se. If the cabbage merchant actually got into Ba Sing Se like he wanted, he would have personally been responsible for the downfall of the capital of the Earth Kingdom. okay, that.
Yeah, but it could just be that he's a dumbass. Because, like, for one, I'm presuming that they all know that vegetables aren't allowed in. And two, I imagine they know about the cabbage slugs as well, and he'd been a cabbage merchant. Like, it's not, it wouldn't be like, what I'm saying is, it couldn't have been a surprise to him. It would have been information that would have already been readily available. Like, if you turned up to the airport with a giant freaking machine gun, they're probably gonna be like, that's not allowed. And you'd be like, oh yeah, of course it isn't. See what I'm saying? Like, he turned up with a cabbage slug to a city that doesn't allow vegetables. You would imagine that that is information that he knew. You know, going into this. Just throwing it out there. Does that make sense?
That's not like a great look for the cabbage man, but, you know, maybe it was just an accident.
Yeah, I think it's an accident.
No, I refuse to accept that. Look at this guy. He is so passionate and obsessed with his cabbages.
Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
Literally, his only defining trait is how much he cares about his cabbages. Does this really seem like the type of
Is this guy selling cabbages that he's rubbed his own ass face on and have slugs in them? Doesn't the slug kind of look like that, like, random white bit attached to the cabbage, though?
guy who wouldn't know if he had cabbage slugs? He's a Fire Nation spy! But why?
You're losing me a little
he
bit.
clearly has a vendetta against Aang, but why would he be intentionally trying to take down the Earth Kingdom? Well, Aang is not the only one who destroys his cabbages. We've seen him try to enter both Omashu and Ba Sing Se, and both times Earth Kingdom bureaucrats destroyed his cabbages.
What kind of slum do you think this is? Security!
And these are only the times that we actually know about. For all we know, this is a regular occurrence for him. And then he's forced to watch as they
Where is he getting his
immediately
cabbages
let
from?
Aang, his mortal enemy, inside directly after him.
My cabbages! Enjoy your mushroom.
We will.
Security!
It is my pleasure to help.
All right, we scammed that lady good.
He didn't even have a ticket to get into Ba Sing Se. What the hell? And when Aang does destroy
I'm being lost. I'm being lost a little bit here. Like, for one, I don't even know if that was a slug. Could have literally just been part of a cabbage. Did look like a slug, though. But let's just say it is a slug. There's no way of knowing he wanted to do it on purpose. I don't know, man. I'm like, at first I was being convinced, now I'm
There's
like,
cabbages,
less
and he
convinced.
tries to get justice.
You're gonna pay for this! Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
We'll see how I feel
Guess
by
what
the
the
end.
Earth Kingdom authorities do to Aang?
What is your judgment, sire?
Throw them a feast!
They throw him
A cabbage feast.
The cabbage merchant has just as much reason to hate the Earth Kingdom. And I think the
I'm confused because, like, how did the cabbage merchant even get in this city to begin with when he was banned at the door?
years of abuse and special treatment for the Avatar radicalized him into becoming a Fire Nation spy, attempting to take down the Earth Kingdom from within using infested cabbages. And you know what? I don't even think this was his only attempt to do this.
I told you already! No vegetables on the ferry!
The ticket lady says, I told you already.
I told you already.
This is not the first time he's tried smuggling cabbage slugs into Ba Sing Se.
Again, that
And
could
when
just
he tried
mean-
to enter Omashu,
like
listen
he's
to
just-
why the guards rejected him.
That could literally just be like this. Hey, let me in. No. I want to get in. No. Please let me in. I told you already. No. Like, it could just be a conversation like that, you know?
Rotten cabbages? What kind of slum do you think this is?
Rotten cabbages. I think the cabbage man was once again trying to sneak in infested cabbages into Omashu. And
This
you
guy
know what?
sucks.
I think this time he actually succeeded. Despite being rejected and having his cabbage cart completely destroyed, just a few minutes later we see him inside of the city.
That was
with
my
a
question.
whole new cart full of cabbages.
Yeah.
My cabbages! My cabbages!
Like what? Did he just find a spare cart full of cabbages somewhere?
Yeah,
No,
good point.
I actually think these are the same cabbages. We know from Return to Omashu that there is
What?
a secret sewer entrance into the city beneath the gate,
A secret passage?
which is exactly where the merchant's cabbages were thrown.
Oh.
So I think the cabbage man went down there to retrieve his cabbages, discovered the secret entrance, and successfully brought the infested cabbages into the city to weaken it for the Fire Nation. And you know,
But how the fuck did the cabbages survive that fall? They were thrown off a cliff. Like what, the cart was perfectly intact, as was every cabbage? I don't know, man. This theory is crazy.
about this? It worked. The next time we see Omashu, it's been conquered by the Fire Nation.
The Earth Kingdom city of Oh no.
Oh no, yeah. That's the name of the
They
city.
even make a point to tell us how surprising this is and how Omashu had never been conquered for the entire 100-Year War.
I can't believe it. I know the war has spread far, but Omashu always seemed untouchable.
Up until now it was.
So why is it now suddenly so vulnerable? It's because of the cabbage merchant! And this is also exactly what happened to Ba Sing Se. He was
I do find it completely hilarious to think that this could possibly actually be true. Like, two things. The creators of the show are literally watching this going, this guy is crazy, and this is total bollocks, but it's hilarious. Or they're watching it go, God damn, he figured it out. Which side do you lay on?
rejected entry, his cabbages got destroyed, but then later we see him inside of the city with cabbages. What, did he take the fucking serpent's pass? And then shortly after he arrives and starts selling his
Did he take
cabbages,
the serpent's pass?
city gets conquered by the Fire Nation. I'm starting to notice maybe a little pattern here. You can't deny it anymore. There's too many connections. The cabbage merchant is
That
working
is a
for the
weird
Fire
pattern.
Nation to help take down the Earth Kingdom and spy on the Avatar. And speaking of which, how exactly is the cabbage merchant spying on the gang? Like, obviously they've bumped into each other a couple times, but Zuko and the Ember Island players have a ton of information about the gang.
Here's what you
Yeah.
missed. We went to the Fire Nation, and you got better, and I got a sword, and I think Combustion Man died.
Like, way more than anyone should have. It almost feels like there's something else going on here. And if you don't believe me, I reached out to a certified Avatar expert to see if there was any more
What the hell's this? Overanalyzing drill. Overanalyzing Sokka's master. What is this guy? He's done so many videos on Avatar. kind of want to check this out.
Of the
Who's
Fire
this guy?
Nation knowing things they shouldn't.
Right, so like in book 3, when everyone thinks Aang is dead, how does Zuko's assassin Combustion Man keep finding them? It couldn't have just been dumb luck 3 times in 8 episodes that he was just around, right?
Yeah, I
Seems
wondered
unlikely.
this as well.
And how'd they know to put Toph in a wooden cell anyway?
I'm gonna turn you in and collect a reward. Then you metal bend yourself out of jail. Hey, what kind of cell is this?
A wooden one.
If you think about it, no one in the Fire Nation should know that metal bending exists. Toph only created it a few weeks ago, and the only people that have seen it are from the Earth Kingdom and the Fire Nation troops aboard that ship who were probably just horribly killed by the Serpent. And Toph never uses metal bending or scams in that episode, only earth bending. So why in the world would the Fire Nation town guards think they use a wooden cell when they're not even aware that metal bending is a thing?
Thank you, Mr. Overanalyzing Avatar. So, how could the...
Well, some random question when all of that is going on. How did they hold the wooden cell together without using any kind of metal screws or slats or implants or anything like that? Was the entire thing made of wood? Would that even work? And second to that, there was a metal cell right next to Toph. So how come Toph didn't just bend that cell? It was right next to her. I don't know, good question.
Fire Nation possibly know all of this, especially the stuff in Book 3 when the Cabbage Merchant isn't even around. It's almost like the Fire Nation has another way to spy on the gang. A way that still involves the Cabbage Merchant, even if he isn't nearby. Okay, here's where my theory goes into full-on tinfoil hat conspiracy mode, so just brace yourself.
Alright,
There's
I'm ready.
a
I'm
really
braced.
strange detail in the episode
I'm braced.
Puppet Master, an episode that the Cabbage Merchant isn't even in. But still, I honestly think it's one of the strangest things in the entire show. In this episode, the gang goes to a Fire Nation market, and Katara buys a cabbage. Except, there's something very weird about this cabbage. It clearly has a very creepy-looking face on it. Like, huh? I swear, this is actually in the show. I did not edit this in. It's never even a...
That is well weird, you know? Like, that's a fucking face. That's a full-blown face. That's a face. Alright, maybe I'm coming back around now. That's
acknowledged in the episode. It's just a weird, creepy face watching the characters for no reason.
Actual
Why
face.
in the world would the animators include this? It's so weird. Okay, so I have a theory. But
a game
what
theory?
I'm about to say is gonna sound completely insane. It's
Just most of this
probably
has.
the stupidest possible thing I could say.
Hit me, bro.
What if the Cabbage Merchant is using the cabbages to spy on the gang? Yes, I believe that the Cabbage Merchant is a cabbage bender. Okay, wait.
But even if he's a cabbage bender, also love the Momo freaking song. Even if he's a cabbage bender, how the hell does he turn himself into a cabbage?
Don't go. I know that sounds stupid, but I swear it makes sense. Just hear me out.
I'm
In
hearing.
this show, there is a precedent for being able to spy on people through vegetation, with the swamp.
I think I know how to find them. Everything is connected.
I'm gonna be real, that is far-fetched considering the entire reason that we're able to find them is because the swamp is connected, not the whole world.
Come on, we gotta hurry.
So some
And
Two-Year
it isn't
Eternity
even just
stuff
like
going
an
on here.
avatar power either. Toph can use the swamp vines to literally see the entire world.
I'm more connected to the world than you've ever been. I can see Sue and Lin, Zhao Fu and Republic City.
The hell's this?
I see everything.
Now, obviously,
The fuck was
this
that?
cabbage is not part of the swamp. But a major theme of Avatar is how separation is just an illusion and everything is connected.
I get how the tree is one big thing, but the whole world?
Sure. You think you're any different from me, or your friends, or this tree?
The greatest illusion of this world is the illusion of separation. Things you think are separate and different are actually one and the same. Even the separation of the 4 elements is an illusion.
There is something that gets reiterated time and time again throughout the entire series. It is the idea of connection. Everyone being connected, everything being connected, your ass connected, that guy's ass, everybody's connected in one way or another, right? So with that idea of connection, we never really see a completely separate thing though, right? Like it's always physically connected. Unless we're talking about the elements.
We're all connected. Everything is connected.
So everything in this world, including the cabbage merchant and cabbages across the entire world, are connected. And I think the merchant is somehow tapping into this connection to spy on the gang. I think, like, technically you could do this with anything in Avatar. He's just, like, really honed his ability on cabbages. He's cabbage bending, and I have evidence to prove it. This weird spiritual connection to cabbages explains why he's so obsessive and protective of them.
Off with their heads! One for each head of cabbage!
And it also explains why he's constantly feeling them for some reason.
Maybe he's just a weird guy. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'm vibing. Like, there's a lot of speculation here, man. It's like, bro has cabbages, therefore he is a cabbage bender. It's like, alright. But, like, surely there'd be some evidence. There's nothing other than speculation connecting him to being able to cabbage bend. I feel like I'm taking this video way too seriously, but it's true. There's no evidence for it other than that people can like, use fucking water bending or whatever to have this connection sort of shit, or Toph can or whatever. You know what I mean? There's no evidence that he can do it.
Caressing a cabbage, he's connecting with it through cabbage bending. And if you don't believe me, one time while he's feeling a cabbage, we can see him literally sense the gang coming.
What do you mean? He didn't hear the Looney Tunes and like hear them come in the game? I don't know about that again. I don't know about this.
Like, yeah, there was a falling sound, but if you listen closely, he senses them before we can hear the sound. He sensed them through the cabbage.
How,
This
though?
also explains how he would have been able to find the secret entrance into Omashu. His cabbages fell down near the entrance, allowing him to sense it. I know it sounds crazy, but the evidence is here. The cabbage merchant is cabbage bending. Every time we see cabbages in this show, the merchant is using them to spy on the gang. He is always watching them. He's not just some random, funny background character. He is a highly skilled double agent working for the Fire Nation. And if you still, after all of this, don't believe that, then let me ask you this. How did a failing cabbage merchant get enough money to start an extremely successful technology company in the Legend of Korra?
Cabbage Corp, Republic City.
Feel like these are massive spoilers for the Legend of Korra. But then again, I also feel like they aren't. Like, if this plays a major role in Legend of Korra, which we may end up watching. Also, is Legend of Korra made by the same people? The animation looks the same. Actually, you know what? These aren't really spoilers at all. I take it back. He has a fucking technology. What the hell is this?
Trusted name in technology.
Are there cars in Legend of Korra?
Years.
No! Not my cabbage corp!
They even built a massive statue of him in Republic City. They don't just hand these out. Not even Katara got a statue. The cabbage merchant built his empire with blood money he was paid by the Fire Nation to take down the Earth Kingdom. And he has gone on to become one of, if not the most rich and powerful people in all of Avatar.
But you got arrested.
All right, there you go. Bet you didn't expect the My Cabbages guy to be the...
There's still quite a lot of this fucking episode left. It's like 5 minutes or something. This one has not convinced me at all. Some of Alex's other videos, I'm like, by the end, I'm losing my shit. This one, I feel like it's so speculative. I thought I was going to end this video and be like, oh shit, Cabbage Guy is the mastermind. But I'm genuinely just don't believe this. It's so speculation. It's literally like me going, this guy's a firebender. And it's like, why? Have you got any evidence? No, but they can firebend, therefore he can. Like, you see what I mean? It's like, okay, everything is connected. He uses cabbage bending. No evidence of that ever being a thing. However, these guys can use their advanced bending to see people around and stuff. Through trees and shit. So therefore, cabbage bender.
The true villain of the show. You know, at least he doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. In fact, in Legend of Korra, his company is actually the main supplier of airships for the Earth Kingdom now. So, you know, it seems like he's gotten over his grudge. Maybe this is even his way of trying to make up for all the damage he's done to the Earth Kingdom. You know, maybe this story actually has a happy ending after all.
Don't worry, I have a plan. These airships that Cabbage Corp sold to the Earth Kingdom are way cheaper than the ones Future Industries built. Now that's just shoddy workmanship.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's still fucking doing it.
The controls are busted. It's not my fault this airship's a hunk of junk.
Even generations later, the Cabbage Merchant is still secretly weakening the Earth Kingdom. But why? Is he still working for the Fire Nation? Wait a second, no, he can't be. In Legend of Korra, the Earth Kingdom and the Fire Nation are not enemies anymore. The new Fire Lord is even like super against the idea of fighting the Earth Kingdom.
The Fire Nation has spent too much of its...
This is really making me want to watch Legend of Korra. I don't really have any interest in watching it majorly because it hasn't been that demanded and I've heard mixed things. But it looks kind of fucking cool if I'm being honest. I don't really get what the story is about it. It's kind of a lot of stuff that we would presume. Right now, a few of you are probably freaking out thinking there's any spoilers, but there hasn't been any major spoilers at all. I couldn't tell you what the hell the story was about or anything. I just know that apparently the Cabbage Guy's super rich and makes airship.
History fighting
which
nonsense
is well weird.
And I refuse to drag my nation into another one unless there's no other choice.
Why is the Cabbage Merchant still doing this? Who is he working for?
He's just a cheap billionaire. Bro, all billionaires make cheap shit. Why am I defending this?
Oh my god. It's so obvious. How did I miss this? The Cabbage Merchant is a member of the Red Lotus.
Who the fuck are the Red Lotus? Is it bad guys?
The Red Lotus is an anarchist organization from Legend of Korra Book 3. And we're told that there are more Red Lotus spies out there, even though we never actually end up seeing them.
And even with Zahir locked up again, we still don't know how many Red Lotus members might be out there, hiding.
That kind of sounds familiar. They hate governments and secretly took down the Earth Kingdom from within. You know, that actually kind of reminds me of someone. They hate the Avatar, unique and specialized bender.
What's it do with the laser bending? Is that ever confirmed? Like, cause someone else can do it? When I watch fucking Legend of Korra, is that gonna be explained, like how the laser bending works? Cause I feel like it's never explained, and it seems so detached from any other kind of bending in the whole series.
No, that's crazy. He can't be. He's not an anarchist. He's just the funny cabbage guy. The Red Lotus is a group that originally split off from the White Lotus.
We are what the White Lotus was meant to be, but after the 100-Year War, the White Lotus lost its true purpose. Its members came out of hiding and openly served the Avatar.
And you know, you'd probably think that if they're just like the White Lotus but more extreme, their logo would probably be just a red version of the White Lotus's logo, but no. They did a full-on redesign. It doesn't even look like a lotus flower.
Don't you dare tell me this looks like a fucking cabbage, bro. Is he about to tell me this looks like a cabbage? This dude is reaching so much in this video! Bro, it don't even look like a cabbage!
Anymore. But you know what it does?
Oh, for fuck. It's just a circle.
A fucking cabbage! It's a fucking red cabbage! You can't keep getting away with this! Fuck!
This guy is crazy. He's like that crazy friend who is like convinced of a conspiracy theory and is just like going for it, man. It's just, and you're like, nothing they're saying is registering with you. You're like, sure, bro. That's what I'm feeling right now.
Okay, bye. Thanks for watching my funny cabbage video. Goodbye. I think I might have really fucked up my voice on this one. Yeah, that's my theory. Thanks again to Overanalyzing Avatar for helping out with this theory. That guy has like an encyclopedic knowledge of this show, so go check him out.
A cabbage merchant.
Oh, it is literally just the fucking outro, right? He talks about some random stuff. I thought it was gonna be something else. Sometimes at the end of his videos, he does like a random extra bit where he's like, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Anyway, actually, there's some more information. I'm gonna be real. I don't buy this one for a fucking second. Like, not even a little bit. Like I said, I've checked out a few of his videos before. What ones did we check out in the past? Let me have a little look. What have I watched from him? What did I check out? The SpongeBob conspiracy. I think we did a reaction to. The Incredibles theory. Or did I watch these on my own? The Cars conspiracy. Did I watch these on my own, or did I do reactions to these? There's no way I did reactions to these. I wouldn't have done a reaction to the fucking Cars conspiracy, would I? I don't believe this for 1 second. I seriously don't. This feels like total bullshit. Not... Is it just me? Like, I was really hoping to be convinced and to end this video thinking this guy was the cabbage genius master. But it's so speculative. Nothing connects him to anything. Nothing. There's no connection to him being able to do any kind of bending. It's just that other people can, therefore he can. Which is just so... there's no connection. Like, when he was like, I'm going to convince you that he can cabbage bend. I thought there was going to be literally a scene where, like, a cabbage is falling and he goes like, whoop, and he, like, brings it to him. And I would be like, oh my god, he can cabbage bend. But the argument in him being any kind of bender is literally saying this. Other people can, so he can. That's it. It's like, oh, well, there's already law established in the world that people can sense each other through some forms of different kinds of bending. Therefore, he is one of them. And in using the argument that he sensed people falling from the sky above, so, like just because he sensed, like, you could hear the noise, like, 2 seconds before it happened or something, it doesn't seem, it don't work up. And then him rubbing the cabbages is him somehow connecting with them. But no other benders do that. No, like when Aang wants to airbend, he doesn't go like rub some air, you know, or like with Toph doesn't just like rub some dirt. Obviously they touch it and connect with it and that sort of stuff, but at the end of the day, they're not like touching it up and rubbing it about. I don't know, man. This is one of the weaker ones for me. I'm not buying it. Maybe you guys in the comment section can convince me otherwise, but for me, I just think the cabbage guy is just a cabbage guy. Then again, that's exactly what a spy would say who's trying to defend the Fire Nation. Maybe I am cabbage bending. Like, subscribe, let me know what the hell we're going to watch next. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.